Okay. Obviously, I've been reminiscing about high school because it makes me sad because those were the best days of my life. I know my sister fucking hates high school, and I'm gonna be quiet about it a little because she fucking was traumatized. I, on the other hand, it was more of a redemption. It was like the same thing for me, but everything just went well with me. I finally reconnected with my father. I was in a shop I was comfortable with. I found a new passion. I became more caring. I had a Let's Play channel that was constantly growing. I mean, there were some downs, like the death of my god aunt, uh, the situations with my mother, stuff like that that usually came up. But, you know, I went through it all like a champ. And yeah, this year's been a little bit more tougher because I don't have, like, that interaction. I don't have those friends to go up to and say, hey, man, my life's pretty fucking shit. But let me tell you, their lives are probably shit as well. Something probably happened to them that's even worse than my current situation. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. It's a little bit hard. When out of nowhere, when you know, like, uploading something, whatever else, and the next thing you know, your mother starts, like, choking out, her temperature's high, and you have no idea what the f to do, only except to get some towels and call the frickin' ambulance, you would have huge anxieties of, oh god, what the fuck's gonna happen next, too? Because that's what happened to me in the last few days. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to talk to anybody because, one, my therapist is fucking gone, so I have to wait until the new one shows up. And I need to get onto that ASAP before I take any more mental damage. But more importantly, this year's been kind of reopening old wounds that I thought I patched up. But they're still there. They're still there. I really, really want to let go. But my PTSD is not allowing me to. Which fucking sucks. Because I just want to move on. But this is 2020. It's flipping all of us off. It's giving us a bird like, oh, you want to have a peaceful life all indoors? Fuck you, bitch. It's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to live life. Yeah, well, fuck you. You don't get shit in 2020. I told you I can make voices. I can make voices too. Tired again. I've always been thinking about my future and what I would do with anything. And the first thought that always came to my mind was joining someone else's channel. I know that's a little far-fetched, but hear me out. I've always been wondering, I can only take the channel I currently have so far. And probably somebody else wants me to join them to boost their career so they can, like, sell millions while I'm still stuck in the same position that I am. So that's the issue that I always think about when, you know, people want to go game with me. Because most people, they want to use me for gaming, so their videos are a lot more better because they have more because they have a lot more comedy because I'm there. But what most people are going to realize is the only reason why they're there for their videos in the first place is because I'm there. It's like with certain YouTubers. The only reason why some people watch their other people's content is because a certain YouTuber was on that video. You gotta understand that. I hope you guys do. The only reason why I like doing YouTube is because I like doing Let's Plays. And I constantly keep doing them non-fucking stop. So, if there's any break to do, like, stuff which people are streaming, that's going to be more difficult because they do it constantly. I can't. Sometimes I have days off. I only got a certain amount. And sometimes on those days off, I'm usually, you know, and I'm glad for this, taken to some other place with my parents, stuff like that. Stuff happens. So I can't really stream with other people or do stuff with other people because it's just going to be a fucking mess. Because sometimes people will have me, sometimes people won't. And then we'll go, oh, what the fuck? Like, this is a thing I want to, like, tell people before you record with me. It's going to probably be very rare that you might be recording with me. It's not because I don't want to record with people. It's because of the schedule that I have. My parents really don't plan a whole lot of things in the first place and just go with the flow and then tell us what's going on. It's my dad we're talking about. He doesn't really explain what he's going to do. And I have the same problem. I don't explain how I'm feeling, but my father doesn't explain what he's going to do. I don't like telling details in front of other people because it just makes me nervous and it makes me feel a little uncomfortable, you know, about my fucking medication or wherever else. Like, seriously. Let me paint you a scenario and you'll probably feel how I feel. Imagine, this is COVID, right? During COVID. You visit your grandmother with a mask, you know, she gives you presents. You haven't seen her in a long time. But you're on this mood stabilizer, right? You're on a mood stabilizer. And then your mother accidentally calls out in front of the whole entire family about how you haven't been taking your medication. And you're left with no options. And there's a lot of strangers. And trust me, you don't want your family knowing that you're on a mood stabilizer. That was the position I was in. And now they said sorry and all of that. I've been taking the mood stabilizer. So far, I've been fine. Nothing has happened to me yet. I told them as soon as something was about to happen, I would let them know. But just in case, if anything were to happen, before I go to work, I'm just going to take another anxiety med. Just in case, if anything were to go wrong. Because every time I go to work with the fucking mood stabilizer, for some weird fucking reason, my anxiety goes on an all-time high, so I might want to be safe and take another anxiety med, just in case for emergencies. It's for my health, guys. It's for my health. I didn't have these problems back in high school, but now I do. And unfortunately, because I'm working more and because, this is the reason why I have to take the mood stabilizer. Do you know how hard it is to be yourself in the culinary business? Oh my god, the culinary business will fucking destroy you. Mentally, it will destroy you. If you thought, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, it's not just a grueling job physically. Mentally, it's a grueling job. Why do you think so many people in like places like Market Basket or restaurants look like they just want to fucking like stab themselves with one of the kitchen knives, or look like they just want to get the fuck out of there, or look grumpy as shit? You gotta deal with all types of people. All types of people. The person that never reads, the person that always complains, they know who they are. The person who's always such a nuisance and never knows when to stop. The person that's only there for the frickin' Keno machines and never leaves. Etc. There's the nice people. There's like those nice customers that we at some restaurants always get, but you know there's always those typical stereotypes of people that just take their frustrations out on everyone else and not on a therapist. Most kids think adults have their life together. No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. That's a fucking lie. They're lying to you. Some of them do. Others don't. Some of them have better ways to communicate with themselves and, you know, have therapy and take all this stuff. Others don't. unfortunately. Sometimes people make really dumb mistakes. Sometimes people don't think what they're doing. It's just that's just how life is. And unfortunately, uh, I've paid attention a lot in high school, and took these lessons to heart. And I never knew when my teacher said, "You're gonna miss this place." I didn't get it. I honestly didn't get what he meant by that. All of us didn't. But after being with COVID and all of that, I finally get what he meant. We didn't miss the school. We missed being a kid. Because being an adult sucks. Constantly having to face with struggles in your life, bills to pay, and you gotta freaking just deal with it with a big ass smile. It was no wonder why Mr. Constant, my teacher, hated us when we didn't do our tests right, and he had to constantly work. Now I actually feel for the man, and if I ever meet him again, I want to apologize to his face for being a freaking moron. Because that's how much I respect that man. I respect him with all my heart. And I would be damned if I let myself be a fucking idiot in front of him. Alright, later, guys.